Hello, torture comic book readers out there. Mike from Frontline here, and welcome to another episode of Horror Corner. Okay, I guess the music will keep playing then. Okay, so with that long intro of that, in this video, I'll be reviewing Aliens Omnibus Volume 3. And in this omnibus, there are going to be 7 stories, which I will name all 7 of what they are. First story is called... Will you stop that? Thank you. First story is called Rogue. Second story is called Sacrifice. Third story is called Labyrinth. Fourth story is called Salvation. Fifth story is called Advent Terminus. Sixth story is called Reapers. And the seventh and last story is called Horror Show. So let's start the first story with Rogue. And in this story, of course, it always starts off where the men are battling off against the aliens on a certain planet and trying to destroy them because the aliens are destroying all of humanity and everything else. We meet up with this director of the facility called Professor Ernest Keltz. And Ernest Keltz is, well, we don't know who he is yet. We just get introduced to him. And also this guy, Chow, who is introduced in this story. So Cleese gets a message about, about the project that they're working on. And if you want to learn more, definitely read the book. Basically, it's all about keeping the aliens, like, with a little peace and security. And with that, he also talks about a gel that he adapted and stuff like that with the aliens. And to be honest, the aliens are actually not attacking him for some reason. So that was kind of creepy. They look at him as his masters. And by the way, I'm not going to give the whole story away. You'll just have to read the book to find out more. Chow gets killed by the aliens, of course, because of him going nuts. And then we get a little bit of a backstory of John Cray and Joyce, along with trying to be quiet because they may be recorded with sounds going on and everything. You know, like they don't want to be close with what they're not supposed to say. So with that, there's this one part of the comic book where these 3 men are being deported to another planet when they weren't supposed to, and I'm not going to show this page because it's too gory. And one of their names was Green, saying that, Cleese, you're going to pay for this and for all that he is doing. So after that, there's just like a whole long dialogue about how to destroy the aliens, including the aliens, going against their own species, and it's very graphic to show that. And it's really unlike the aliens to do that, but there's reasons for that. And as the story continues, Green just wants to go after Cleese and just wants to finish him off for what he did to him. We bring him to the planet, and I don't blame him. And as the story continues, we just see more aliens fighting, as well as, Joyce, who's, helping out as well. And then at the end, they're just off to the planet. So I'm guessing, I don't know if they got the professor. Like, I think they did in this story, unless it's in the next story. I'm not too sure, so don't quote me. Alright, the next story is called Sacrifice. Now, in this story, oh yeah, by the way, they did kill the professor. I just remembered, so, yeah. So in this story, it just talks about Anne's story about, it's like more realistic artwork, because the artwork does change. And it just talks about how the aliens are eating off against another human, and it's a sacrifice, which is a little baby. Now, she doesn't like that they're using a little baby as a sacrifice, And he goes to them saying, you know, what the hell with this? And what they're saying is because of that, the aliens attacked, and what they are genetic creations. They're too young to think or feel pain or fear and all that stuff. And if you want to find out more about this, definitely read the book. Anne leaves, and someone gives him her the grenade. I'm trying to remember what his name is. Like, basically, John gives Anne the grenade in case of anything. And it is used after she goes up against the alien, which is right here, when she uses the grenade. I thought I thought that was really good that they used that story, and that was that. Next story is called Labyrinth, which has different artwork, once again, which is classically good, I would say. So the artwork's not bad so far. So they talk about how acid is, like, they were supposed to be strong against the aliens, but they weren't. And we get introduced to this other guy who does some behaviors in aliens, and if someone wants to meet him, Dr. Crispy, Colonel Dr. Crispy goes to meet up with Paul Church, who, once again, like I said before, does behavior in aliens, like not to attack other people. Like, they get like a shocking shock, you know, so that way they don't attack. And more is explained in this book, because I don't want to give too much away, because I want you guys to read this and see for yourselves. But it's a really interesting story, along with, you know, with what Dr. Church is planning on doing. And with these bodies, they're being kept for so many hours, and they're trying to figure out, you know, why he's keeping these bodies. So both Dr. Crispy and McGinnis, that's her name, McGinnis, are going to Dr. Church to ask him why he's doing this, because you know, with all the aliens that are attacking, you know, they just want to know. And they found one of their members, David, which McGinnis didn't like seeing, and he has a long story about how he was with his family and how the aliens catered to Dr. Church and made them like one of their own by feeding them. And like I said, it's a real long story, and it's very graphic to know that. So basically, he killed the men for science and experiments and everything. So he's just saying, you know, that these things, you know, just happen, and it was for an experiment and stuff like that. You know, more was said along the lines of that, but somebody dies in this, and I don't want to say who. You're going to have to read the book to find that out for yourselves. But, of course, Dr. Church, he does get it, but he survives because somebody, you know, saved him and stuff like that. So Dr. Church was alive in the end after all. The next story, Salvation. Salvation was just a story where everybody's trying to survive with food and stuff like that. You know, trying to catch fish and everything else. Here's some artwork, which it changed. Every story it changes, and this artwork was pretty okay. And there's then these two people, Selkirk and I forgot what the other guy's name was. Like he's going like berserk and crazy. The captain is going berserk and crazy, thinking that aliens are everywhere. Basically trauma that they were having and stuff like that. And you know, there was just lots more of that happened, and aliens attacking, and Selkirk with this woman that he met along the way, try to get rid of the alien invasion and all that. Advent Terminus, this was a really boring story, kinda, and there was like a two-parter in this. where they're just going in the pyramid and finding out more about the aliens along with the ancestors and the face huggers. And yeah, that's all I could say for that. Reapers was a short story, like literally 5 pages, and its graphics I won't show. And finally, in a horror show, with some artwork I'll show here, it's basically just them going through the nightmares and trauma with what they've been through and trying to overcome it, so that way they won't have to go through it again and try to have a cure for that and everything else. And that's the end of the Volume 3 of Aliens Omnibus. It was very long, but not bad of a read. Rating I could give for this is 4 out of 5 star rating. Like, the artwork was here and there okay, and the story was great. And in case I left out a lot of things, I definitely want you guys to read the book and see for yourselves. But I would recommend this if you're collecting volumes, and if not, then you won't. But up to you guys. So with that, guys, that is my Horror Corner review of Aliens Omnibus Volume 3. Don't forget to check out Comic Related and ComicFrontline.com, as well as Frontline Gaming Zone, where we have all your #1 sources for comic-related news, reviews, and a whole bunch more. Click right here in the subscribe button to Comic Frontline today. We got a lot of videos for you guys. And comment below if you've been reading Aliens Omnibus Volume 3, anything you want to say, questions, agree or disagree, or any opinions you have about the book, or did you get this book after my review? Let me know in the comments. I'll try to get back to you guys as soon as I can. And next time on Horror Corner, my bro will be doing Aliens Omnibus Volume 4, so keep on the lookout for that. So with that, to what you comic agrees out there, Mike from Comic Frontline saying take care and keep watching. Until next time, later everybody.